I've thought about calling this video help. I've sat down and I can't get back up again. As in, what do we do when we lose all of our mojo? What do we do when we are so unmotivated and we know that we have a ton that we need to get done? I am going to give you the simplest hack to getting things done. In case you're meeting for the very first time, my name is April Bragg, and I am a clarity coach. And this channel is all about timeless truths to help women live, love, and lead with confidence. And if you're new here, welcome. And thank you for subscribing. It helps me get the word out. I just did a video on talking about how peace equals being more productive, as in we think that we need to be super productive so we can have more peace, but it's actually the opposite way. Actually, peace creates the foundation of our productivity. But this is the action plan that goes with that video. How do we get back into action when we're feeling overwhelmed? Well, we have to answer, we have to do something about the overwhelm. I use this, in fact, anytime a client comes to me and she's like, I am so overwhelmed, I've got so much to do. We start with this exact process. By the way, this can be done also as a daily practice or a weekly practice or anytime that you're stuck. I need a good name for it. And if you come up with a name, put it in the comments below. I would love to hear your suggestions. But for right now, we'll call it the focus framework. Focus and action. Focused action framework. FAF. Okay. Anyway, step number one, with pen and paper, something actually tangible, something that you can actually write down on. I want you to, step number one, do a brain dump. Write down every single thing that's on your mind. It feels like you're just taking out the trash. You're taking all these amorphous thoughts that are just floating around in the sky, in the, your internet, and you're giving them a home on a piece of paper. Most people avoid this because they think they will feel overwhelmed when they see how long the list is, because that's what our brain is telling us. I've got so much to do, I can't even look at it all. That's not true. Write it all down and it will immediately feel actually a little bit smaller. You just took the big, giant, scary cloud of things to do and you tightened it down to a single sheet of paper. Probably. If your paper goes longer than one page, you need to talk to me. You cannot carry all this around in your head. Don't keep on doing that to yourself. All right. So that's step number one, the brain dump. Step number two, ask the focus questions. There's just 3 of them. And you don't need to take more than 5 minutes to write this, but give yourself 5 minutes if you want to. Question number one, what's important? This has you pausing and breathing and stepping out and looking at your day or your week or your month or your season in life right now and remembering the bigger picture. This gets you out of that left brain, we've got to do something now, and overwhelmed and not actually doing anything about it, to kind of right brain, bigger picture of, oh, let's remember holistically my whole life. What's important? What's important? Just write down what's important. Notice I did not say what's most important, because your brain will get confused in that question. But what's important? When you ask the question, what's important, you're actually holding space for something you want without losing something else. So, what's important? When I do this with college students, it's often that I get through this semester without flunking out, or that I get this work done without neglecting my family. Something big. It's something big like that, like what's important for this season? What are we focused on this season? That's the question. What's important? It might be something like taking care of myself. It might be something like making sure that this project gets done. Your mind will know. Just trust it, okay? What's important? It might be taking care of the health of somebody. It might be getting more rest. Whatever it is, just write down. Then the next question you're going to ask is what's important now? What's important now? As in, out of that big picture, what's coming up? What's important now? And your brain has been waiting for you to ask this question. And it'll be like, what's important now is that you take care of that thing that you have been neglecting. It might be looking at your bank account. It might be answering that IRS tax letter. It might be getting registered for next semester's classes. Sometimes it's paperwork, sometimes it's a project, sometimes it's that you hire somebody to help you move on to the next step. What's important now? It's like that is the project that your brain has desperately been trying to get you to pay attention to, but because it also feels overwhelming, there's a part of your brain that's like, let's not look at it. This is completely normal. All of this is completely normal. That's fine. So, just what is it? What is the thing, the project that you need to focus on? And then you're going to love this third question. What's the next step? Not what's all the steps, just what's the very next step. Now, make sure this step is not something big and broad like hire a personal assistant. That's too broad. What's the next step? Write the job description for my personal assistant. It's got to be something that's simple and doable, as in you'll know when it's done. If it's too broad and you don't know what done looks like, then it's not an action step. So, another way you can check it is what does done look like? So, you've asked the three questions. Now, your brain is back on board with I know what I need to do. Just do it. Make sure that step is simple enough, doable enough that you can make progress today, even if it's just 15 minutes. When you do your 15 minutes of actual progress on the project, that's important for peace in this season. Then the next step number 3, is to celebrate and allow that dopamine hit that you get from completing something to maybe motivate you to take a next step or just celebrate and say, that's enough for today. Now I get to move on to other more fun things. I don't care which one you do. I just care that you celebrate that you got up and got something done. Okay? So many times I hear women who say, I'm not great at executive function. And they think that because of a diagnosis or something like that, a label, that their executive function is incapable. It's not incapable, it's that it's probably just the weakest muscle and it just needs rehab. Okay, so think of it not as non existent, but as an underutilized resource that is not a natural strength to you, maybe, but we don't have to do it like those super organized, super capable, executive functioning people. We can start with where we're at and we can just do one thing at a time and allow that to be enough. Because what happens is most times instead of just doing one thing at a time and letting that be enough, we get into all or nothing thinking. That's what we're trying to avoid. It's all or nothing thinking that has us sitting on the couch, not able to get up because the overwhelm is literally, I mean, this is how I picture it. It's sitting on my shoulders like I can't do anything. Oh, I have a secret. Also, this is pro life hack. If you don't want to do this process, if this process isn't going to work for you. And I've had days when I'm like, not going to do it. Not going to do it. I know what I need to do and I'll do it tomorrow, but I'm not doing it today. When I have one of those days when I'm like, this is just not going to be a productive day, this is what I do. I make myself go do something else that I know is good for me. For me, that is when I'm like, I really just don't even want to think about the project. I feel like I'm brain dead and I can't get anything done. Then I go do something that's good for me, but it doesn't require thinking. Lifting weights is my go to. I know that I'm still investing in my life and I'm not needing to use my brain to do it. So that's the backup plan. That is my productivity backup plan. When I actually sit here and realize, okay, now I know what I need to do, I've got a plan, and I'm still too brain dead to do it, then the next thing is, well, then you're going to go work out. Sometimes I go work out. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'll go do the plan. All right. I hope this has helped. It's a simple, simple plan. But remember, step number one, do the brain dump. Step number two, answer the three focus questions. And then step number three, do it and celebrate. Don't skip the celebrating because more than anything, what you're needing is to rebuild confidence in yourself as I am a woman who does what she says is important for her best life. Okay. So we've got to reframe from I'm a person who lets myself down constantly to I am a person who is supporting myself continuously. That's the brain reframe. That's really important. And so you can do it by either going through the process or going to like what I called my backup plan, going out and working at the gym and not thinking about anything. But either way, I'm winning because I have shown myself I am a person who is continuously supporting my better future, my better life. And if this has resonated with you, I would love to hear your aha moment in the comment. And if you'd like to go deeper on this, on how to get more done from a place of peace instead of earning it, then I invite you to join my next masterclass on the Time Rich Woman, where I will show you the 3 steps to adopting the identity of the time rich woman so you can create the result of having a time rich life. If that sounds good to you, then make sure you click the link in the description. Okay? All right. I hope this has helped. I'll talk to you next week. Bye bye.